Basic glute bridge. So this is good for getting some activation through the glutes. So if you found that your glutes are a little bit inhibited or they've fallen asleep for whatever reason, this is a great movement to get them working again. It's also a great warm-up movement to use before you do things like squats and deadlifts and lunges to prime the glutes and make sure they're working and playing their part. So the glute bridge, we want to start on our back, feet about hip width apart. Before you do this, though, it's important that you've tried to engage the glutes in a standing position. So just wrapping your head around the feeling of what it feels like to contract your glutes, which is a big chunky part of your bum. So just getting some motor control over those glutes. So then we're going to get on the floor. I want you to think about engaging the glutes whilst your hips are on the floor. Then from this position, pushing through the heels, driving the hips up towards the ceiling, thinking about keeping constant tension in the glutes. Going back down to the floor, relaxing, and then engaging the glutes again. Good. So we're just trying to get the glutes involved into this particular movement called hip extension, and then we can carry them over to the bigger movements like the squats and deadlifts and lunges. This might take a little bit of getting used to. Sometimes you won't feel the glutes switch on straight away. Sometimes we need to do a bit of release work through the quads and the hip flexors to actually get those glutes to fire. This is a great movement for getting them working. One thing we want to avoid, especially if we're a little bit tight through the hip flexors here and it's limiting our range, is extending and getting too much range of motion through the lower back. So this is something to be conscious of. You want to really feel this in the glutes and not get too much range of motion in the wrong places.